Sometimes just one glance in the mirror can ruin your mood for the whole day. It seems that everything is fine, but these dark spots on the skin appear out of nowhere on the face, hands, and chest. They were gone, but now they have appeared, and most unpleasantly, they do not disappear. The skin seems to remind you of age, sunny days, and the time that slips away. At first, you just notice them, then you start hiding. You choose long-sleeved clothes, refuse bright selfies, find many reasons not to take pictures with loved ones. And it seemed like a trifle, but every time you look at yourself, you feel you are losing confidence, as if your face is no longer yours, as if someone had drawn the traces of time on it. And you are not alone in this. Millions of people face something similar every day. Some rush to salons, some buy expensive creams, others seek salvation in laser treatments and acids, leaving burns on their skin and emptiness in their wallets. And all for one dream: to see smooth, clear skin without the marks of time. And now imagine that the solution could be right at your fingertips. Not in a tube worth thousands, not in a jar of acids, not in a cosmetologist's office. It is in the ordinary products found in almost every kitchen. Simple, safe, and most importantly, effective. Today I will tell you about a method that will change everything. Use it once and forget. This is not just a promise, but real work with the skin. Soft, natural, but very effective. One of the sections of this material will surely surprise you, as no one expects that such means can truly help. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe if simple and effective solutions matter to you. I am ready to show you not only the recipe, but also the way to feel confident in your skin again. The first thing that dark spots actually conceal. Many perceive them as purely an aesthetic problem, but they are not just traces from the sun or age. This is a signal that the skin sends. She tells about how for many years she protected us from ultraviolet rays, stress, and hormonal changes. Now the traces of this struggle remain on her skin. Each spot is not just pigment, it is a story. Over time, skin cells begin to produce more melanin, the pigment responsible for color. While the body previously regulated its production precisely, as age progresses, the mechanism starts to fail. Areas with excess pigment appear, forming dark spots. Most often they appear on the face, hands, and décolleté area, places that have been most exposed to sunlight. It is there that the skin is thinner, more sensitive, and ages faster. But importantly, it's not just about age. Even at 40, a person can have more blemishes than another at 60. Psychologically, this can be a strong blow. The person looks in the mirror and does not see their former self. They begin to think they are losing their attractiveness and freshness, and their attitude towards themselves changes. All this goes unnoticed but strongly affects self-esteem. Skin blemishes often lead to avoiding swimsuits, sleeveless dresses, and light clothing in summer. These seemingly trivial things directly influence the feeling of freedom and confidence. A man begins to feel discomfort in his body. However, to be frank, this is not a final verdict. Spots are merely a consequence, not the root cause of the problem. By addressing not just the surface of the skin but also the internal processes, the situation can be changed without aggressive measures. Many are convinced that if a spot appears, it will remain forever, but skin is a living organ capable of regeneration. It just needs help. If provided with the necessary substances and guided in the regeneration processes, it can surprise. It is important to understand that spots do not define your essence. They do not make you old, but merely signal that it is time to take care of yourself. The good news is that there is a way to restore even skin tone, and it can be done affordably, safely, and effectively. Why do familiar means not yield results? The cosmetics market offers many solutions: creams, serums, peels, and masks. It seems that there is a remedy for every situation, but the paradox is that people continue to search because the promises sound enticing, while the results often turn out to be temporary or even imperceptible. Why does this happen? It's simple. Most cosmetic products only act on the skin's surface. They mask and slightly lighten, but do not eliminate the underlying causes of the problem from within. Age spots are the result of deep pigmentation disorders, and they will not disappear on their own. There are products with aggressive acids and bleaching components. Yes, they can be effective, but often at the cost of irritation, dryness, and increased skin sensitivity, especially if used without control and understanding of one's skin type. Some go further and resort to laser procedures and phototherapy. Yes, they work, but they cost a lot, require recovery time, and can leave burns or scars. And most importantly, even after such procedures, spots can return if the care approach is not changed. It is a big mistake to think that the more expensive the product, the more effective it is. In reality, high prices are often just explained by marketing. Brands profit from our insecurity by offering hope in beautiful packaging. But essentially, you are paying for an illusion. And in this whirlpool, moving from one cream to another and from one salon to another, people lose the main thing: faith in the possibility of change. Humility begins. A person decides that the blemishes will forever be a part of their face. But there is another way, without marketing, without aggression, and empty promises. A solution that needs no advertisement because it works on its own. Its strength lies in natural mechanisms, long known but unjustly forgotten. It's time to remember that the skin can regenerate if given the right impulse. There is no need to mask or burn it. Just start the renewal processes. This is what two simple yet incredibly effective components do. And now, before you, is an amazing discovery that might be right at home. Now, I will tell you about something that may surprise you. It won't be a new cream or some miracle remedy, but simple potatoes and ginger. Yes, the very ones you might buy every week, but in their combination lies the power to change the condition of your skin. Potatoes contain substances that regulate melanin production, and it is the excess of this pigment that darkens skin spots. When melanin levels normalize, skin tone evens out. But that's not all. Potatoes are also rich in vitamin C, which initiates cell regeneration processes. Ginger is the second hero of our story. It improves blood circulation, allowing nutrients to reach skin cells faster. Ginger effectively fights inflammation, soothes irritation, and enhances complexion. Combined with potatoes, its effects are multiplied many times over. These are not just theoretical formulations. They are proven facts. Our grandmothers used these products even without scientific studies and loud names, and that is why they are so valuable. They contain no chemical additives. They work in harmony with the skin, not against it. Preparing this remedy requires no special effort. All you need to do is grate, mix, and apply. No expensive purchases or complicated recipes. Just nature working for you. This is the power of simplicity. When you realize that the solution has always been nearby, your perspective on self-care changes. It's not a struggle, but care. Most importantly, the effect appears quickly. After the first use, the skin becomes softer and fresher, and with each application, the spots gradually lighten. This process occurs without pain, chemicals, or risk. Such an approach not only yields results, but also provides confidence. As you control the process yourself, you understand what you are applying to your face and see how your skin reacts. This feeling is invaluable. Now let's look at how to use this natural remedy. The preparation will take just a few minutes. You will need one fresh potato, clean and unblemished, grated on a fine grater. You will get quite a lot of juice. This is the healing component, rich in enzymes and vitamin C. Then take a small piece of ginger, about the size of a thumb. Peel it and grate it. Mix the ginger with potatoes until it becomes a wet mash. The consistency should be such that the mixture applies easily but does not run. Before applying the mixture, cleanse the skin. Apply it to pigmented areas, on the face, hands, chest. Do this carefully, but thoroughly. Then, which is very important, massage in circular motions. This activates blood flow and helps the components penetrate deeper. Leave the mixture on for 20 minutes. During this time, the skin will receive the necessary nutrients, and the enzymes will start to act. Inflammations will decrease, and the skin tone will even out. You can feel a slight warmth. It's normal. Ginger stimulates. After that, rinse the mixture with warm water. Just wash and gently pat dry with a towel. After the first use, your skin will become softer and fresher. But the most important thing is that the recovery process begins, becoming more noticeable with each use. It is recommended to use this product 2 to 3 times a week. This is not just a one-time procedure, but a whole course that activates the skin's natural recovery processes. Regularity is the main secret to success, and believe me, the results will come quickly. Additionally, to enhance the effect and prevent stains from returning, it's important to maintain skin health from within. First of all, don't forget about water. Yes, it may seem trivial, but hydrated skin recovers much more effectively. Drink enough fluids, and after the procedure, use a light natural cream. Then, sun protection. Even if the spots have started to fade without protection, they may reappear. Use sunscreen, especially on your face and hands. This simple action will help maintain results for many months ahead. Nutrition also matters. Antioxidants are your faithful helpers. Bright vegetables, berries, and greens activate skin cell function. It is immediately noticeable by the color of the face and texture of the skin. Don't forget about sleep. It is at night that the skin restores itself. If you don't sleep enough, the process will be slower. Give your body time to renew. And finally, remember, patience. Natural remedies act gently, but this is their strength. They work not against the skin, but in harmony with it. When you see spots lighten and the skin become more even, you realize it was worth it. Conclusion: spots do not define you, but if they hinder your confidence, you can and should work on them. It is not necessary to spend large amounts. Sometimes all you need is already at home. This simple composition is not magic or a trick, but a result of understanding how skin functions. Yes, she needs attention, and she will respond to you with gratitude.